Okay, question 2.5 from DBE from paper 1 from November 2022 on reproduction in vertebrate life sciences grade 12 exam question. Okay, let me get the question. It's question 2.5 from November 2022. Okay, this is the question. So 2.5, read the extract below. Anchovy is a type of fish found in the Pacific Ocean. During the breeding season, the females and males gather in large groups and release ova and semen into the water. Once fertilized, the eggs float in the water and embryonic development occurs until hatching. The northern pike fish is found mainly in rivers. During the breeding season, the female releases thousands of ova and the male releases semen all around the female. The fertilized eggs attach to vegetation near the riverbed, where embryonic development occurs until hatching. The graph below shows the survival rate of both fish species. Okay, you have the graph of survival rate of fish embryos over a period of 50 days. Okay, you have on the horizontal axis, you have time, okay, in days, and you have on the vertical axis, you have survival rate of the fish embryos. So you have graph X and graph Y. Okay, now question 2.5.1. Name the type of fertilization that takes place in both fish species. This is 1 mark. Is it internal fertilization or external fertilization? Okay, you have to name the type of fertilization that takes place in both fish species. Okay, in the anchovy and in the northern pike fish. Okay, when you read about the anchovy, anchovy is a type of fish found in the Pacific Ocean. During the breeding season, the females and males gather in a large group and release ova and semen into the water. So not inside the female's body, but into the water. This is external fertilization. External fertilization will be involved, okay, because this is not inside the female's body. This is into the water. So external fertilization will be involved. Now, when you read again about the northern pike fish, the northern pike fish is found mainly in rivers. During the breeding season, the female releases thousands of ova and the male releases semen all around the female. Okay, all around the female. Again, not inside the female's body, but the male releases semen all around the female. Okay, so you understand when reading about anchovy and the northern pike fish, this is an external fertilization. Okay, now question 2.5.2. Explain why both fish species are oviparous. Okay, explain why both fish species are oviparous. This question is 2 marks. The embryos of both fish species develop inside eggs that are outside of the female's body. Okay, outside of the female's body. This is the reason why both fish species are regarded as oviparous. Okay, now question 2.5.3. Describe 2 ways in which the chances of fertilization are increased in the northern pike fish. This question is 2 marks. Okay, when you read about the northern pike fish, let's read about the northern pike fish. The northern pike fish is found mainly in rivers during the breeding season. Okay, during the breeding season, the female releases thousands of ova and the male releases semen all around the female. Okay, the male releases semen all around the female and the female releases thousands of ova. Okay, so this is how the chances of fertilization are increased. Okay, because when the female releases thousands of ova, the chances of fertilization are increased because you have many ova some of them are going to be fertilized and some of them are not going to be fertilized, but you have many of them. So this is a way of increasing the chances of fertilization. And the male releases semen all around the female, okay, all around the female, so that the chances of fertilization are increased, okay. So you can say the male releases semen all around the female, and the female releases thousands of ova, okay, thousands of ova are released by the female. So these are the two ways in which the chances of fertilization are increased in the northern pike fish. Now question 2.5.4, which graph X or Y represent the survival rate of the northern pike fish? Okay, the question is 1 mark. Okay, between the two graphs, you have graph X and graph Y. Okay, so which graph X or Y represent the survival rate of the northern pike fish? Okay, when you read about the northern pike fish and you read about the anchovy fish, you'll see that there is some sort of protection in the northern pike fish. So you expect the northern pike fish to have a higher survival rate. The answer to this question will be graph X, okay, because graph X, you can see graph X is above graph Y because graph X represents a higher survival rate while graph Y represents a lower survival rate. So the answer to this question will be graph X, okay. And now question 2.5.5, explain your answer to question 2.5.4. The question is 3 marks. So when you read about the northern pike fish, you'll see that in the northern pike fish, there is some sort of protection. The fertilized eggs attach to vegetation. When they attach to vegetation, this is some sort of protection, okay? The fertilized eggs are protected from predators and from being washed away by the water because they are attached to vegetation near the riverbed, okay? The fact that they are attached to vegetation near the riverbed, this is some sort of protection from predators and from being washed away by the water. And for this reason, the northern pike fish will have a higher rate of survival, okay? So they are going to have a higher survival rate as compared to the anchovy fish. So the way to explain this, you are going to say the northern pike fish will have a higher number of surviving fish embryos. And you can also say the fertilized eggs of northern pike fish are attached to vegetation near the riverbed where they are protected from predators and from being washed away. Okay, so this is how you can answer this question. We are done with question 2.5. Okay, until next time, I will talk to you soon.